Welcome to Flashlight Weekly. Never would have thought it would come to this. I can do what that means and more coming up. Before we get into it, become part of the notification squad by hitting the bell next to the subscribe button on YouTube. Welcome to the show, Flashlight fam. I'm AJ, and unfortunately, Atlanta United lost 4-0 to Inter Miami. It really was probably in the cards, as it was pretty ugly looking at the available players before that. Before we get into the match review, which will be very brief to save us all the agony, let's give some big shouts out to our loyal Patreon fam, most notably Gavin, Jordan, Niall, Chris, and Andrew, Nick, and Jeff. Thank you guys so much as always. But yes, 4-0 against Inter Miami at Chase Stadium. It was an ugly affair. The first half actually was pretty decent. Started off kind of well, where LA United looked to try to take the game to Inter Miami a bit, hit them on the counter. There were some quick fire shots where, yeah, I mean, essentially, you had Jamal Tiare, you had Chung Kui, basically try to take some shots at Rocco Rios Novo, our mustachioed boy wonder, at least from the past anyway. But this lineup was very, very interesting. I mean, Jaden Hibbert, of course, was starting between the sticks, but yeah, Stian Gregerson was the captain for the first time. You had Cooper Sanchez join the midfield of Tristan Muyumba, and of course Steven Alzate. You had as well Juan Barracal. You had it was a three-man back line as well. So Pedro Amador was the third center back, Chong Kui as the left wing back, and right wing back was Leo Afonso. So it was definitely makeshift. You had the two starting strikers in Latelat and Tiare. I mean, essentially without much of a creator, but we were able to fashion a few chances earlier on. Unfortunately, I think the changing point in the match was when Gregerson came off due to yet another injury. So Sal Mazzaferro had to come in for his MLS debut. He, of course, had played for us during the Leagues Cup, but his first minutes against the likes of the Barca boys in Messi, Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, and Jordi Alba, the latter two who have announced their retirement. But yeah, it is two of these players, found the back of the net, and really just frustrating because, I mean, it really came down to an error in midfield, and yet another just bad giveaway in the middle of the D, essentially from Tristan Muyumba, and it was just too easy. Lionel Messi, he did exactly what he needed to do, knew what to do with it, finessed it into the side netting, and Hibbert really had nothing that he could do about this. I mean, really, most of these goals, it's really frustrating. He basically could not really do much about the chances. And in the second half, I mean, they just ran rampant. Messi and co. They knew exactly how to just ruthlessly finish the job. And it was just kind of wave after wave of attack. And Afonso was eventually substituted as well. He had to come off due to physical discomfort, so we'll see what that will mean. Also, Cooper Sanchez also departed with some discomfort. So we at one point played with 4 strikers in the side, but we were not able to fashion enough of a danger to really threaten Inter Miami too much. Rocco Rios Nova did make some decent saves on some chances. There was one chance that was a cross goal that he did pretty well on. I believe it was a shot from Latte Lat. Jaden Hibbert, he did all he could. He made some very decent saves in the first half as well. But ultimately, yeah, it's just a tale of where some players have played with each other for over a decade, and that's Inter Miami, versus some of these guys for Atlanta United are twos players, are homegrowns, and they're just happy to be there, really. And so, yeah, with this loss, unfortunately, Atlanta United remains in 14th position, and with 27 points, one more match to go. The next match will be against DC United, and it is, we are up for the wooden spoon. Unfortunately, LA Galaxy did do the job, and so DC United, Sporting KC, and LA United are up for the wooden spoon. So, yeah, it is quite ugly. But that wraps up the match review, and let's get into the news. And the big bit of news is that Brad Guzan has announced his retirement from football, from his playing career. And yeah, I mean, he basically, 2 decades. He did a goodbye post. There was a YouTube video as well this week. And yeah, basically Tuesday morning, he was able to conjure up the words, announced his retirement from his professional career at the end of the 2025 season. And yeah, I mean, he obviously has been a legend. He has, just a completely full career where, I mean, one of the best American players ever to play, really. And, he started from the University of South Carolina. And he started with the early days of MLS with Chivas USA, and a near decade-long stint with Aston Villa in England. And also, he joined the inaugural squad of Atlanta United as well. And I mean, of course, won the MLS Cup with us in 2018. Basically has been our captain since Parkey left. And yeah, I mean, he's essentially been here for 9 years. And yep, the big bald wall has decided to call it quits. But Brad Guzan said, emotionally, it's been all over the place, because when you compete and play for as long as I have, it's all you know. But it's all you've been a part of, and to then put it into it, it becomes real. With every day, it gets closer, and it isn't something that you take lightly. Obviously, this season had to obviously play a part in the way that he announced it. Basically, has not been starting for the past games. Essentially, Jaden Hibbert has won the job from him. But he basically, father time was coming. 41 years old. He obviously has been a big part of the Atlanta United sphere, not only with the first team, but also the unified team as well, being one of the coaches at times. And yeah, I mean, a big part of the Atlanta community as well. So yeah, it definitely is amazing that he has been able to play this long. That usually for a goalkeeper, you have this type of longevity, which is usually quite amazing for anybody. But anybody to stay in a 20-year career, a 20+ year career, but let alone in athletics. So yeah, it's Brad Guzan, he it is just one of these guys that completely affable, a Very, very good person by all accounts. A great leader. He will be missed, but yeah, it is where it's sad that the playing days are over for him. I think there were some naysayers that definitely wanted him to end his career a little sooner. It is where, some of the years were really quite incredible, and for Atlanta United, the years that he gave us that were really, really incredible. Obviously, 2017 a bit, 2018, 2019 part of some trophies as well. Of course, with the kind of little bit of a playoff run versus Inter Miami last year, where he was standing on his head. It was, a very storied career, not only for Atlanta United, but also for, his European playing career as well. But yeah, I think, I speak for nearly pretty much everybody that, we wish him the best in his future endeavors. I think no doubt there might be some probably broadcasting in his future because there will be obviously a World Cup in North America, and of course some of the games will be played at the Benz, and he also was a broadcaster for the Club World Cup this summer. So I feel like, it's a natural kind of just next step for him, because we've heard him on the mic as well. He is quite hilarious. He's got some really quirky things that he it's unexpected for him to say at times, but he's shown to be quite a good analyst as well. So he I think him being the longest standing captain of Atlanta United, it's going to be quite a change. Obviously we saw a little bit of Miggy taking the reins of it a little bit this year, and of course when he was still on the pitch even, and there might be some other players that are up for the captain's armband as well. But it's a salute to him on an incredible career. And there were some people around the league that mentioned some things about his retirement. Some notably, of course, a very big name, former English football player and president of Inter Miami, David Beckham. He tweeted out, or maybe looks like it's more of an Instagram post, but he said, "Sad to see you leave the game, but you do always play well against us, so not that sad, to be honest." Laughing, crying emoji. "All joking aside, congratulations on a great career. Sending love to you and the family," at Brad Guzan. Don Garver also wrote, "Brad Guzan has been a class act throughout his remarkable journey in his professional career. A U.S. men's national team veteran with 64 caps, MLS goalkeeper of the year, Atlanta United MLS Cup champion, and Premier League standout. Brad has been a true leader on and off the field. Congratulations on a great career." United States Soccer Federation CEO JT Batson says, "Congrats to Brad Guzan on an incredible career, a leader on and off the field. Brad earned 64 caps and represented the United States at 2 World Cups, 4 Gold Cups, lifting the trophy in 2007, 2017, and 2021, and several other major international honors." It's coming from all over, as well, but also back home. Greg Garza wrote, "Legend, brother. Absolute pleasure sharing the locker rooms with you and learning from you. Enjoy retirement, brother." There was also, you had Darlington Nagbe, who, of course, announced his retirement from playing days as well. I don't have the quote actually in front of me. I thought it did, but he mentioned that it was a pleasure to share the locker room with him, and that it was great to get to know him as a person as well. And I think again, that's where it really just checks out that, yeah, he's a player that has made an impact across the league. It's sad that it's come to this period, but again, father time waits for no one. So yeah, again, best wishes to you, Brad Guzan, and thank you so much for representing Atlanta United very, very well throughout your time here. And yeah, hopefully there is some sort of way to honor you. We have some probable things that you probably might see probably against DC United, but we'll get into that. But next bit of news, Atlanta United and Botafogo went to court again because John Textor still hasn't paid Atlanta United. And according to some reports that FIFA has said they need to pay up. But Botafogo still has not, and of course Almada is with Atletico Madrid now, but essentially the bill will come due, and at this point there is no excuse. If you're already getting some of the money from Atletico Madrid, then Botafogo and also the whole group of clubs that he owns, they need to pay up. But so next bit of news is that Atlanta United 2 announced the signing of academy goalkeeper Jonathan Ransom through the 2026 MLS Next Pro season. Ransom will become a homegrown signing effective January 1st, 2027, and running through the 2028 season with a club option for 2029 and 2030. So congrats to Jonathan Ransom following that pipeline with Jaden Hibbert, of course. But that does it for the news, and it gets us to the mailbag. And you guys send in these questions through IG Story and Discord. Please continue to do so, and we might answer your question in the future. But first question comes from Submachine OP. Asks, what will Brad Guzan's legacy be known for at Atlanta? How long will he be remembered here? Well, that last part of the question, how long will he be remembered here? It will be very interesting. I don't know. I'm not really sure, what every person is going to be thinking, obviously. But, as far as remembered, I think there, could be a little bit of some sort of a banner maybe that's, for our longest standing captain. But as far as legacy, I think, him being our MLS Cup winning goalkeeper, pretty much, the guy that has been the face of Atlanta United for quite some time. I think, he is that guy that represents Atlanta United for many reasons. But, essentially he will be captain in Atlanta. It's I think that's really the thing. Whether there will be a statue or something, I highly doubt it. But as far as a strong legacy for Atlanta United, nothing will ever be taken away from him from the trophies that he won for the club, and forever I think fans will be grateful for that. So next question comes from Billy Gluckman. Who would you target to give Hibs competition next year? It's definitely very interesting. I mean, I think you kind of are trying to make sure that Hibbert does feel competition, but it is a sense that it probably is his job. Josh Cohen probably isn't going to push him enough. I mean, I would probably try to get one of maybe the kind of backup goalkeepers from across Europe. Try to get somebody that would possibly want to start and fight for the job with Hibbert. I think there would be a decent shout there. I mean, as far as a starting level keeper, that's really where it's going to be difficult to see. I think Hibbert has done quite a bit to, be that guy that, it's his job to lose, essentially. But, you could also, go across the league, try to, find someone that is a goalkeeper that is vying for some more minutes. Maybe in the sense that, in the competitions that we will have, there might be some more games for him to play other than MLS. So, I think there will be playing time. It's hard to see that Hibbert will be losing this job, but you never know. You never know. But next question comes from Ronaldo Dilino. Asks, should Goose go down the Landon Donovan route and get a hair transplant? Yeah, so Donovan very recently got a hair transplant. It looks pretty good, to be fair. And, for someone that was struggling with, going bald, and he, got it shaved, and, pretty much was very vulnerable on social media about it. I commend him. It is something that is not easy to do, and I think it looks pretty good. It's something that I think a lot of men struggle with, even some women, and other people as well. It's not the easiest thing to deal with. You kind of lose an identity a little bit, but of course, Donovan has been kind of been receding hairline for quite some time. Didn't want to shave it off, but I think it usually coincides with, sometimes it's a little bit more of the people that have epic facial hair. That usually mitigates that little Mr. Clean look. But Brad Guzan has embraced the baldness for quite some time. He pretty much was balding in his 20s. Maybe earlier, I don't know, but I doubt it. He does not seem like he would really be concerned. He's been shaving it for quite some time, and the chrome dome looks pretty good on him. I think he's got a pretty well-shaped head, much better than I think most of us would probably look, completely shaved. But next question comes from Billy Gluckman as well. Should a wheel slice be added to a Brad Guzan to do a Brad Guzan tribute and shave your head? Absolutely not. I will not be. That will have to be a very, very high-tiered Patreon slice where, we would have to figure out some way to make sure that is well compensated. But next question comes from Land Guy in ATL. Will Goose get the start for the last game? It seems like it probably will be the case. There's a very poorly kept secret that it seems like Brad Guzan has been whispered to start that last game already. And so, it very well might be the case. Let's see. Almedin B2? Almendin? I'm butchering your name, but realistically, how long till we get back to 2018 form? It's not easy to prognosticate this team. Obviously, we had an incredible, on paper, transfer window last winter, but of course, it has gone epically bad. And as far as getting back into the MLS Cup winning form, we're very far away from that. Unfortunately, we absolutely need a ton more depth, a ton more top talent, and unfortunately, it looks like we're miles off of it. And it will take quite a bit to get there. I don't know how many transfer windows, but it is a very important winter transfer window this 2025. So we shall see. But I wouldn't be holding my breath, unfortunately. But yeah, that does it for the mailbag. Thank you guys for sending in those questions, and it gets us to the match preview. I'm going to take a sip of water now. But yeah, so 4:30 Saturday versus DC United at the Benz. It is the race for the wooden spoon. And yeah, it is going to be a decision day that actually matters to a degree. Where it's a kind of a very unofficial trophy, but it is definitely a trophy of shame. But yeah, there are some people that are wishing for it. I am not one of those people, but you know, I think the message has been clear anyway that the team has been terrible, and unfortunately, it is one of those things where we don't need to really commemorate that with the wooden spoon. But last match against Charlotte for DC United, they lost 1-0. They are on a losing streak. We drew them last time we played 0-0 on July 6th in 2025. Our last 6 against them has been even across the board. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. But yeah, basically this team, they lost a decent number of players last season. You know, most notably Akinboni, Bono, Dejome, Click, of course, who joined us, then moved on. DiPietro, as well as McVeigh, Santos, and Rodriguez. But yeah, they signed Kim Jun Hong, Randall Leal, João Peglo, and also Kyle Rollis. But yeah, essentially they have been very awful. And yeah, there's really only a couple teams that have been worse than us, and they have somehow achieved that. But yeah, you know, their strength is Christian Benteke, one of the most lethal strikers in the league. Last season won the Golden Boot, but this season, unfortunately, only 9 goals, 3 assists. It's been a lot more difficult for DC United to find him in the box and for him to find the back of the net. It's been just problem days for DC United for just the entire 2025 season. But the pundits pretty much had predicted them in very similar regard. Pretty much as high as 12th or as high as 11th actually, and as low as 15th in the Eastern Conference. So yeah, not much higher than really where they are. They've somehow even underachieved those expectations. But you know, they still have their strengths. They are aerially a very good team in the duels, defending set pieces, quite good at that, protecting a lead, and you know, also a little bit in the press, taking the ball from the opposition. But they're not a team that will possess the ball very much. They are a team that struggle defensively, of course. Yeah, you know, and also as a team, they are not good at finishing off their scoring chances, nor are they good at defending through balls or counterattacks or against skillful players. So yeah, you know, it's basically Route 1. It's essentially, you know, one of those things where they are trying to find Benteke in the box or die. And that's really kind of unfortunately what it is for them. But some match facts. LA United have seen over 2.5 goals in the last 6 home matches against DC United in all competitions. DC United have also been losing at both halftime and full-time in their last 3 matches. LA United have failed to win 16 of the last 17 matches in MLS. And DC United, yeah, they're in 15th. They lead the wooden spoon race, and with a win, they could send Atlanta to last place in the league and with the wooden spoon. But Sporting KC, as mentioned earlier, is the other team vying for the wooden spoon. The final match between LA United and Sporting KC will determine who finishes at the bottom of the league. So yeah, the odds are in our favor somehow. I think it's because we are playing at home, but essentially 52% chance, or 50 rather, percent chance of winning, a draw at 23%, and away win for DC United at 27%. So yeah, there still is a massive amount of unavailable players for Atlanta United. Unfortunately, you have Stian Gregerson very likely out. Seemed like a leg injury. Matt Edwards as well with a hamstring. Jay Fortune, of course, with his foot. Brooks Lennon likely still out with his Achilles tendonitis. Will Riley with a hamstring. Nick Cisak, an illness. Didn't seem like he was better, but yeah, it could be that he returns for this match. Afonso looked like it was a hamstring as well. He could be probable. Cooper Sanchez also could be probable. Not sure about their bill of health at the moment, but let's get into our predicted starting 11. Yeah, I mean, I think this is where Brad Guzan does start between the sticks. It seems like this is his farewell game, and in front of his, in front of the 17s, in front of his family, I think is probably a send-off that will be, probably pretty amazing. So, it will be quite emotional for him. It will be likely as well a send-off, a clap around the stadium for him as well at the full-time whistle. Hopefully it does not have the wooden spoon attached with that. But I think we go back to a 4-3-3 in this match. It will be, I think, Hernandez, Amador as the fullbacks. Mihai will come back in from his international duty. Barakal as well. Them two will start as the center backs. Alzate will persist. Slish, coming back from his international duty as well, will start next to him. Moranchuk, also from the Russian national team, I think will round out that midfield. And into the wingers, I think it'll be Saba, it'll be Miggy. I think for the other players like Luke Brennan, I think he had been seeing a lot of playing time. He had been assisting as well. It could be where he gets a look, but I think, with a very much must win to this degree for Ronnie Dyla, I think he will go with the veterans. But up top, I think it's Jamal Tiare. I don't think Emmanuel Latelat has really done much lately to usurp him. He probably will just kind of get refreshed next year, with a little bit more rest after this very, very tumultuous season for him. But Tiare up top for me. But what do you guys think? Let us know in those comments below. But that gets us to the score prediction, and I'm kind of going against all the the things that we've seen in this match preview already. I think it's a 1-1 draw. I think both sides have been struggling to score, struggling to also defend the ball, but with both sides, pretty much it's going to be a little bit cagey, probably not trying to go for it too much. A draw probably suits Atlanta United the best. DC United are obviously going to try to probably avoid that. So as far as for them, they probably will be going for it just a little bit more, and I think that's really where we can catch them out a little bit. So I think, kind of pretty much forcing them to play with the ball, which they're not good at. We probably can create a lot of mistakes and errors where we can take advantage of it, and that's hopefully where we can. But whether we can do it enough for a win, I'm not sure. So I have it as a 1-1 draw. What do you guys think? Let us know in those comments below. But guys, that pretty much is the episode there and there, except for the question of the day. And the question of the day is, how would you feel if Atlanta United got the wooden spoon? Get in those comments. Let us know what you have to say. But guys, that is the episode there and there. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I've been AJ. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.